spooky videos on the internet. How scary can they be? Well, you've come to the right place. Today on the second channel, which I don't really upload on, so I'm going to start doing reaction videos on there, we got some things to look at. And today is spooky videos. Got top 5, I think, but in this recording I got kind of bored, so we only did like top 2 because they took forever, or maybe top 3, I can't remember. But enjoy the video and subscribe if you want to. I don't really care if you do or you don't.
Welcome. I will already have done the intro. Let's get into it.
Jacob wakes up to a strange noise outside his room.
Right.
Trembling with fear, he gets out of bed and encounters something that leaves him extremely unnerved. Now, not too long ago, I featured a video from Jacob, who you may remember as the man who inherited an old house and a creepy clown doll that both belonged to his grandmother. The clown doll, known as Jeffrey, scares him. Because of this, he keeps Jeffrey locked up in a separate room away from him.
Just get rid of Jeffrey.
But then one night, something happens that spooks Jacob out of his mind. It's close to midnight when a loud bang wakes him up. He hears a couple more noises before suddenly realizing that the sounds are coming from the room next to his where the clown doll was put. What happens next scares the living daylights out of him.
Okay.
Take a look.
Alright, let's see if it's really scary.
I just heard banging.
Could be your neighbors. See, I don't get if this clown doll, right, that is creeping you out, why are you keeping it? Like, real talk right now. If there's a creepy clown doll in my house, I don't care if it was my nan's, my mum's, my uncle's, my sister's, blah blah blah, it's getting out of there. I'm just saying. Because I'm playing a horror game. Dump. Could just be your friend in the next room, you know. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Let's talk about this, alright? Is your house having a renovation? Why is there like scuffed paint marks and unpainted walls? I mean, look at this, look at this. What's over there? Look at all that. Thanks for the close-up, I was just pointing it out, yeah. Look at that, look at all that. It's scuffed. Hello? He turns his head at something, doesn't he? And the clown's gone, magically. I'm preparing for a jump scare now.
As Jacob checks the room where the sounds were coming from, a loud noise is heard from downstairs. He looks nervously down the staircase when suddenly the sound of footsteps going up the stairs is heard. Yet, as he looks closely, no one appears to be there. He then quickly turns around to see the door opening slowly, showing Jeffrey, whose head is now in a different position. Initially seen facing the wall, the clown is now staring at the door.
That's just his friends.
Jacob quickly ends the video here and locks himself in his room until the following morning. After this night, he was absolutely certain that Jeffrey was haunted. Afraid it might happen again or something worse may occur, he decides to move Jeffrey into the basement.
I thought he was Jeffrey.
Another update.
What's his name?
You know, I think I'm definitely going to be moving Jeffrey. Like, with whatever happened last night, I don't want him near me.
Get rid of him.
I'm going to be putting him in the basement. So, I'm going to follow up. This is the results so far. I'm going to leave him here.
Why are you setting him up in timeout for?
But I think...
Guys, spook you so much you sit me in timeout. What is this gonna do? Yeah? It's a doll, guy.
I'm gonna put the camera here. Jeffrey's still here.
I was about to say Jeffree Star then.
We're gonna see if there's anything I miss.
Now, unlike before, Jacob will keep an eye on Jeffrey by placing a security camera in front of him. If anything happens, he'll be notified immediately via a notification sent by the camera. Fast forward to a few nights later, and he's notified of movement inside the basement. He checks the camera's live feed and sees that the camera is moving side to side. Now, this didn't alarm him, as he forgot that the heater on which the camera was placed on top has a timer that turns it on and makes it oscillate. The heater had simply turned on during this time. But as he continues to watch, something happens that terrifies him to his core. Watch.
Never. Oh yeah, how convenient. Turns out, turns back. He's moved. And he would have moved. I'm telling you, I'm too smart for this. I just know. Ready, watch. Never mind. The lights just turned off. Voice? What voice? Is that a voice?
As the camera oscillates from side to side, the clown's arm eerily moves on its own. Seconds later, the light bulb blows out in a loud explosion, making the basement completely dark. Following that, a strange voice is heard whispering something that's hard to make out. Not much else happens after this, but everything that happened before was enough for Jacob to decide that Jeffrey should remain locked up. After this, but everything that happened before was enough for Jacob to decide that Jeffrey should remain locked up in the basement. Jeffrey continues to be recorded in case he moves again. For now, no further updates have been posted by Jacob, but until then, this video remains a mystery.
That I just solved. Him trying to get views, string, friends, light bulbs with little switches. Come on. Number 4. Let's see if it's scarier.
This next video comes from a man whose entire home is filled with Bibles and other religious artifacts that he worships on the daily. If he's not praying, then he's most likely sitting at his piano playing a song with verses from the Bible. Pretty much everything he has or does in this apartment is based on something religious. Now you might be thinking that this man is simply devoted to his religion. While that's partly true, the main reason as to why he prays a lot has to do with something completely different. As it turns out, this man has been experiencing strange happenings in his home. Ever since visiting his father's gravesite at the cemetery, he can't shake the feeling that something has followed him home. Whatever it might be, he's deeply afraid of it. For this reason, he's been praying and singing religious songs more so than usual as an attempt to get rid of the evil entity that now lives in his home. One day, while taking...
So he goes to his father's grave, and there's an evil entity. What if it's just his dad trying to communicate to him? Think about it. That makes the most sense. We're just like always praying and trying to get his dad out of the house.
Taking a nap, he wakes up to a loud noise in the living room. He grabs his phone and records this.
Bueno, estoy grabando este video porque
well, I'm recording this video because
estoy tratando de dormir, pero acabo de escuchar un golpe
but I
duro
just heard a hard knock
por allá en la sala, entonces
in my living room, so
decidí grabar porque hace
I
días
decided to
que
record it
se viene presentando.
it has been happening for a few days. Can we show like a mouse on your walls or something? You know what I'm saying? Just a little mousey mouse, just like bang, 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 bang. Don't take it so seriously.
Me parece muy extraño que hasta ahora
It seems weird to me that strange
están sucediendo como cosas
happening
raras.
at this time of day.
Entonces,
So,
comedor. Miren, es en el comedor.
Man, they're dangling. Of course they're gonna move.
Tengo
Probably a
las
bit of
ventanas
wind in your
cerradas,
fan or just the windows
cerradas.
open. Oh, you said the windows are closed, but still. Even if a slight bit of slight
Esto
knock
viene
or something,
sucediendo
we'll do
hace
it.
como una semana ya. Pues la verdad se me hace muy
I
extraño.
want proof that his window. I need proof that his windows are closed.
Están pasando cosas así.
Feeling slightly unnerved, the man sees a set of eating utensils swaying side to side as though
Is it normal to have to hang your like spoons and forks and knives and all? I've never seen this. I just had to put them in like the cupboard.
strong breeze had passed by, but as the man points out, all windows are closed shut. Naturally, he was stricken with fear, but not as much as the next incident, as what happens then leaves him terribly shaken up. A few days after this occurrence, the man uploads a video in which he appears to be deeply distressed. Watch.
Just looks a bit uncomfortable. What does it look like, man? Just wants to leave me alone. Move house. Just go. Just saying. Friend. I say just befriend the ghost, you know? If it's a friendly ghost, of course. You can set some rules and some boundaries. You alright? eBay! I just not the microphone.
eBay. Mama, her babies follow too. That's a lot. Mama Turtle and Baby Surprise. From 0.
20 likes and I will buy one of them. And do a full-on review.
En el nombre de Jesús te ordeno que te vayas.
And then, name of Jesus, I command you to leave. Does that work? Please.
En el nombre de Jesús ordeno que te vayas.
Jesus. Bum, 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 bum. It's just trying. I'm telling you. Zoom in, because I can't zoom in right now. Future me, zoom in when I'm editing this. Not one of them buttons click down. It's just the sound being played.
No tienes derecho de estar aquí. Ordeno que te vas.
It could be Papa. What do you want about? Calm down, sir. He might like think, oh, you have piano. Let me communicate through music. Ooh. Hold on. Why you got bags? You got bags on the bed. And then you got one pillow with possibly two pillows and nothing on this side. Like, come on.
Ordeno que te vas en el nombre de Jesús.
And really, while he's standing, there's no piano playing. Let me just inspect this. does it for me. Hold on, boys. There. Watch here. I call that some kind of string. Look, there's nothing there. Then there appears like there's a bit of glimmer on the string. Possibly. That is the most solid piece of evidence we've had this entire video of ghosts and spirits. But I believe that is still staged. Oh yeah.
Appearing to be fed up with the supposed spirit, the man tells the spirit to leave at once. But after having done so, a piano key is seemingly pressed by an unseen force. The man quickly rushes out of the room in a panic frenzy. It was now clear to him that something was provoking him. But as if that wasn't obvious enough, 4 days later, this happens. It's 3 in the morning when the man and his girlfriend, who was staying the night, wake up to
Three things. Thing number one. It's 3:16. Thing number two.
happens. It's 3 in the morning when the man and his girlfriend,
who we have seen in these clips, he is sleeping alone in every single one of them, including, I bet you, in this one. And then his friend is just sprung into it, which could be also the guy who was pulling the string for the piano key, or found some way to boop the piano down.
who was staying the night, wake up to strange noises. What happens next leaves them highly unsettled. Take a look.
Why is it making me unsettled?
Bueno, voy a grabar este video porque nuevamente se están escuchando en el apartamento ruidos.
Is that a dog?
Son las 3 de la mañana con 16 minutos y... Escucha. Se llama así, se escucha. Es en la sala.
Why is Minnie Mouse hanging? Am I the only one? Why is... Maybe Minnie is Minnie Mouse's spirit because you hung her.
Escucha. Esta vez no estoy solo, esta vez estoy con mi novia que por fin decidió venir a acompañarme, pues estaba asustada debido a todas estas cosas.
Ooh, my girlfriend who finally decided to accompany me. Yikes, that sounds bad.
Cosas que están pasando. ¿Dónde es eso, no? Eso no.
Guarantee I can find that exact sound on YouTube.
¿Qué fue eso? Yo voy a mirar. ¿Qué es aquí, amor? ¿Qué es?
Take your bottle of glue to go protect you, or whatever the hell that is.
Amor, quédese acá, yo voy solo, amor. Yo. Prende la luz.
Hello?
Se ve todo tranquilo por acá.
Are you stupid? In a nice way. She said the kitchen, and that's the bedroom. At least you fixed your pillow situation.
En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate. Parece que en la cocina. En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate. Vaya para el cuarto, amor.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Did anyone else see what's the problem here? Is it the light bulb? The fridge? The light switch? No, it's the creepy Annabelle poster while your house is being haunted.
Cuarto, amor.
Ay, ay, ay.
¿Qué fue eso? ¿Estás viendo, amor? ¿Estás viendo? Es en la cocina, amor. Cuidado con la cocina. Manifiéstate en el nombre de Jesús. Te ordeno que te manifiestes. ¿Qué fue lo que sonó así ahorita, amor?
Una cocina.
Mierda. Mira, amor, mira. Las quieren mentiras, amor.
I'm sorry, I might need to hear that again.
Mira, amor, mira. Las quieren mentiras, amor.
Maybe the glass smash you heard earlier. Would that be? What might be on the floor? Hmm?
Es un vaso. Es un vaso. Mira.
She has eyes, mate. Just saying. She has eyes.
Todos los cajones están abiertos.
You could have done that.
¿Qué es lo que pasa aquí, Dios mío? Amor.
Strangely, the
Prince
wind
Best
chimes
house
move on
photo
their
now.
own, and the kitchen appears to be ransacked. Yet according to the man, no signs of forced entry were seen anywhere in the house. Further adding to the strangeness, the man says that his girlfriend felt very ill only minutes after this incident. Whether or not this had something to do with her sudden illness is unknown. But considering what
Or
happened,
maybe these fake videos you're doing is stressing her out. Or maybe she's in on it and she was never ill.
only days later, the man can't help but think that the spirit was responsible for this. It's late at night, and the man is once again woken up by mysterious noises when this is captured.
It wouldn't surprise me if this guy was trying to make some kind of horror skit kind of situation because he clearly likes Annabelle. I've no idea why I still have these on. So you can almost just put his phone, like just drop this phone. Sometimes you just drop this phone on the floor kind of thing, and like, it's very easy to stage. It has got me on edge though. I will admit, it got me on edge.
Without warning, the sound of footsteps charging at full throttle can be heard heading towards the man before being attacked by an unseen presence. Scared stiff, the man stands in silence while trying to process what just happened.
God, how long is number 4? Is the entire video?
He then picks up his phone and ends the video here. Although undoubtedly strange, viewers find it stranger that the man doesn't turn on the lights in most of these incidents. But the reason for this, according to him, is that the lights for most of the rooms are located at the main entrance, which he stays away from as he's too scared to approach. Whether ghost or not, the man continues to pray and read passages from the Bible in the hopes that doing so would get rid of the strange presence that haunts him. In early January of 2023, a woman named Nancy Malkin had a very strange encounter with something in her child's bedroom. Nancy says that the reason she had went up to her son's bedroom in the first place was because she saw something quite unusual on the security.
Or maybe she just could have just said, it's your child's bedroom. There's like, come on. Why have you got a security camera in there, for one? 2, if I don't believe this is real. Excuse me. I don't think this is real. So like, she could have been like, oh, I'm just going to clean his room.
Security camera that's placed in his room. She had woken up from a nap before looking over at the camera's live feed and seeing a strange orb flying around her son's toys. It would seem to zip around in a strange way and react to objects it touched as though it had a mind of its own. Now Nancy had been looking at this orb for quite some time. More than 5 minutes have passed since initially spotting the mysterious orb, and still, it continued to float around in the same spot. Now curious as to what exactly was being caught on camera, she walks over to her son's room, but strangely finds nothing there. Nothing visible could be seen with her naked eye, but on camera, she could still see the ball of light floating around the same spot. In this short clip, Nancy's observing the orb via the security camera's live feed on her phone. Mind you, that without the phone, she can't see anything in person. While looking at the live feed, she sees the ball of light moving frenetically. Watch.
Okay, this is interesting. That's actually quite cool, you know. It's like a ghost sperm.
Now at one point, Nancy starts to communicate with the orb. She tells it to touch her hand when something pretty interesting happens. The orb quickly moves away from her hand as though she had scared it. Nancy decides to leave this mysterious orb alone and call it a day. The orb continues to fly around the same spot even after she goes. But only minutes later, after rechecking the camera, the orb is no longer there. It had simply vanished. Ever since recording this, the orb hasn't shown itself again. Nancy believes that this mysterious orb might have been the spirit of a child as it kept floating around her son's toys. Perhaps it just wanted to play with them, as Nancy states. But whatever it might have been, she claims that this mysterious orb was intelligent as it responded to everything she did. To this day.
Okay, that's enough for me. I'm actually kind of bored, which is kind of a disappointment, but I hope you enjoyed the top 3, I'm gonna say, most scariest videos of this, what should we call this series, Spooktacular Sunday?